Marijuana will become legal in Canada next Wednesday, but will there be enough supply to go around? Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with more on some of those concerns. And Tyler, we've heard about this before, but now you have the results of a new study. So what are the findings?
Well, it's not looking good for at least the fourth quarter of 2018. New study from the CD Howe Institute reports that only 60 or up to 60% of demand will be met, and as low as 30% of demand will be met. We have forecasted demand sitting at 611 tons for Canadians, but the think tank says that supply is only going to be sitting at 146 tons during the fourth quarter of this year. The author of the report pointing to the slow rate at which the government has been licensing producers. So this has two major impacts. Of course, the black market will still persist after this, and also government coffers will not be nearly as rich as maybe some were thinking they would be. Expected to collect maybe $490 million in tax revenue here versus up to $1.3 billion that could be collected if demand was being met.
All right. Now, data breaches are often in the news, but now one particularly large data breach means that Google Plus is going to be shutting down.
Yeah, and remember, if you flash back to 2011 when this first launched, it was meant to be a big competitor to Facebook, but it just never really took off. And we're seeing that the one place that it did take off is, well, being accessible to third parties. This is what Google Plus's parent company Alphabet just revealed over the weekend here, is that going forward, a lot of these third parties were able to access 500,000 users' private information. That's enough for Alphabet to say, you know what, time to shut down this altogether. There's actually a very revealing statement in the blog post confirming that the web page was going to be shutting down, in which they acknowledged that 90% of user sessions were less than 5 seconds long. People just weren't using it, but it still exposed them to a very significant data breach.
Interesting. All right, Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver on this Tuesday morning. Tyler, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Sonia.